Hey, Wayne, at you guys. I just wanted to bring up a little something about immigration if you married a Thai citizen. One of the things, sorry, I'm driving here. One of the things, I just left the bank. One of the things that happened was I tried to put my wife's name on one of my bank accounts so that I could, as part of the requirements for immigrating somebody, it's one of the things they ask for is that you have a mutual bank account with both your names on that you're actually using, which is a normal, actually using the account, making transactions, paying the rent, getting your checks direct deposited from your work, stuff like that. Well, because of a 2003 law they put into effect because of money laundering and everything, and after 9/11, they put in this law into effect that said that you have to have, like a lot of proof that of who the person is before you can open their bank account. Pretty much, you can't just open an account, put a name on it unless you're absolutely positive that this person really exists and that's their real name. Part of the U.S. Government's program there. So it's called CIP. So the thing is, I tried to get a letter from the bank stating, because my wife's not in America, we tried to get a visa, they wouldn't allow it. So she couldn't come over here. Well, if I opened a bank account with her in Thailand, since we're married, I'm not even sure if they'd allow that too well over there. I don't know. I never tried. But if I did, I do know one thing is to have a debit card over there, or, an account, whatever, you get charged for your debit cards and stuff over there. It's a lot different than here. I wouldn't have access to my own local ATM. I wouldn't have it because their banks aren't here and our banks aren't there. So it's pretty much what would happen is I would, if I did get a debit card through them or whatnot, and I came back here, a checkbook or whatever, and I came here, a checkbook pretty much would almost certainly guarantee me that nobody here would accept it. If their bank card even had a Visa or MasterCard logo, maybe I could use it here. But, try to pay bills with it and stuff like that, I'd be getting charged a ton of fees by their bank for international transaction and non-use of their facilities. So, that would be ridiculous. And a burden, an undue burden, is what it would be. Unjust burden on the relationship and on our financial situation. So they can't really require you to have that. And then, like I said, coming here without her being present to open the account and showing ID, passport, whatever, in person, they won't allow me to add her to the account. Even though I've had the account, I've been with this bank for 15, 16 years, whatever. I have 4 or 5 accounts with them. They would actually more than that now. They would. You would think that they could do it, but because of the CIP ruling, so you can Google that, people. And it's also on Wikipedia or whatever. It's the CIP ruling, and the CIP ruling pretty much says that if you don't have this. If you don't have her present, pretty much, they can't open an account for you with her name on it or add her to your account. So that pretty much does that. So without her being present, of course. So what I did is the bank wouldn't, because of legal reasons, they're too worried they're going to get sued because they wouldn't open her an account or add her to mine or whatnot. So they won't give me any letter. But they did, cite the ruling for me, a CIP, which helps, because then I can go print up Wikipedia and a Google and everything and find the statute itself and everything and present that to the American government and immigration as to why, to show, abundant proof as to why I did not open an account with her name in this country, and we're not using one, and I didn't open one there. If you go down the list of things that they pretty much ask for, a good thing to do would be to check off that list, and anything that you can't provide, it would be a really good idea to go get undisputable proof as to why you can't provide it. And I've heard from people at Homeland Security and stuff that will make this process go a lot smoother and a lot quicker if you go right down the checklist. Another thing is make sure on the immigration forms and stuff that you fill out every every single spot. And if there's something there that's non-applicable, put NA. If you don't have none or it has nothing to do with you, put none. None and unapplicable. Don't leave anything blank at all. Doesn't matter what it is. Nothing blank. And because if you do, it'll cause problems. So yeah, and like I said, go down that list and try to fulfill everything on it. And if you can't, then give good reasoning and lettering why you can't. Me and my wife are married pre-birth of our child, and we have a child together that was born in wedlock. I'm gonna tell you guys now, if you do plan on marrying your Thai wife or your Thai husband, to you American girls out there, I highly recommend that if you are having a child with them, marry them before you have the child. If you're already planning to marry, don't wait till after the child's born. Marriage after wedlock makes immigration a lot harder. Also makes proving the child an American citizen harder. If the child was born in wedlock, it makes everything a lot easier. Saves you a lot of paperwork, money, and trouble. So definitely. So remember, if you're having this problem and you can't open a bank account together because you can't be in the same country, or she can't be over here, he can't be over here in America, and but you don't want to open one overseas because you're not living overseas and you're paying your bills here in America or wherever, make sure you go and copy down that information from Wikipedia. At the bottom of Wikipedia, it also cites the where the policy information is and the laws and everything. It cites where it got its information. So that's one great thing about Wikipedia, is it doesn't just blow smoke up your butt with a bunch of stuff and say that it knows something that it doesn't. It actually gives you references to where this information can be found of what it's saying is true. So that's what made that actually work out so good for me. So there you go. I hope that helped you guys, and quick little video. So now I have to get to the post office. I got something to do.